Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. In the last part, I actually managed to get a key that I didn't think I'd be able to find. In this part, I'm going to check every single one of these rooms for items. Now, not every single one of these rooms is going to have an item in it. Most of them are actually going to be pretty much empty, if I'm not mistaken. They just have rooms, and if my character tries at any point to try to go down those vent shafts, his character will pretty much just say, I'm not stupid enough to do that. Yeah, can't see the bottom. Better avoid these vents. Our dog had no choice. However, considering I have the key right now, I don't think they will allow the... Yeah, what happens is the owner, or Dean Ambrose, tells Ralph Rizzi that, A, stay away from those vents, which I believe is what I already showed. So yeah. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. A lot of this is going to have to end up being filled with just me running around and fucking hell. And just collecting stuff from vents. It's kind of as simple as that. Yeah, can't collect any more roots, so I might as well use some. Heal is going to be used... Ooh, and I forgot. Yes, the dog also can still find items, even though he couldn't pick them up before, but now he can. Not much, though. Anyway, I'm thinking it's time for a fast forward. And yes, I forgot to mention that one of these doors actually does lead into a very familiar place. It has kind of a corroded look, and guess what? We're back at the prison. This is actually... I'm guessing this is the route my character took when he was going to the prison the first time. Which would have been kind of interesting to see. Anyway, at this point I have checked out every room in this place except one. It's kind of interesting that most games that are, or have components that are kind of unfinished, usually it's like big empty rooms that are empty. But this game actually has a ton of small rooms that all have stuff, but has no real connection other than the fact it's like, oh yeah, they're just kind of all in the same place. Oh hey, I can't pick up any more brimstone. Anyway, this guy. Years ago, my wife's poor sight let her fall down one of the heated shafts vents. I haven't seen her or my skeleton key since. I have your skeleton key here. Gave away key. Well, thank you very much indeed. You're very helpful. I can help you with a powerful alchemy formula. Firepower, as far as I've seen, is actually not that strong, but I don't know. I guess you could say there's just something about it that I like to use, if that makes any sense. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have any of the ingredients for Double Drain, and I won't for a while. So, yeah. I'm not going to use that, even though it is, as I said, that's a very good one. And I really want to put in Lance. Actually, I think I can't use Sting either. So, fuck it, Lance. Requires 1 part brimstone and 1 part feather for every use. What annoys me is that this is the only time you can buy ingredients from this guy, because once you open this door, all the doors close. So, yeah, this guy's trapped, but he'll sell you stuff. Alright. Don't have enough money to buy feathers. Yeah, and that's pretty expensive feathers, too. Whatever. Anyway, it'll be quite a long time before I come back here. So I'd actually like to discuss a little thing about, or discuss a detail about one of the glitches I've already displayed. I've already displayed that there's a glitch that you can use to get to this area early. Basically, you skip the banquet. Well, the interesting thing is, because you skipped an entire cutscene that involved you talking to Queen Bluegarden, when you come back later in the game, it will act as if you've never talked to her. So it's hilarious. Because, like, given the context of the next time you meet her, yeah, it'll be rather questionable why the heck you talk to her after certain things you found out. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Anyway, this entire hedge maze here is full of primarily bone buzzards. And this is the drawbridge that Queen Bluegarden was talking about earlier. But I cannot go across it yet. So the only way to get through is to head down to the bottom of the ravine. And the only way to the bottom of the ravine is through a secret passageway on this chessboard. And hey, I'm almost there. Shafakum. Alright. Oh jeez. And this is the mini boss. I believe his name is the Foot Knight? Ah man. Oh well. Time for dog casting. Alright. Alright, I always love the way this sounds, so let's see how it sounds when everything's just stacked up together. Alright. That's awesome. But it needs even more. And what I love about this spell is just it's fast. That's it. It's just like, it's over already. That's actually really refreshing in a game where so many of the spells take a long time to get to the opponent. Ooh, and hey, the computer player is pretty good. Here I am just using Ralphrzy to manipulate Dean Ambrose into casting these spells like a dozen or so times. Hey, the spell's already at level 2, so hey, just got doing something well. Alright. Now firepower. This, considering the way this looks, I have to wonder how this looks when it's dog cast. Oh wow. It is so, it lags the game enough to the point where it doesn't even spawn the other ones. Or at least they're so close to each other that they don't look like they're even casting at the same time. Man, that was too much at once. The game couldn't handle all the processing. Alright. Ah, you're shaming the name of Dean Ambrose. Yeah, and both the dog and the human, or both Ralphrzy and Dean Ambrose here have excellent attacks once they're at level 3, but because the dog never has to change his weapon, he can always do crazy damage. Alright. It shouldn't take too long now. Wow, this guy's a lot tougher than I remember. Wow, level 6 crush. Holy crap. Screw it. Casting. Cast stacking. So much lag. 1001. 4 digits, baby. Secret passageway, ahoy. Ooh, now we're in some eerie underground caverns. So now, watch out for these bone buzzards. Bone buzzards are among some of the most annoying enemies to kill for what should be obvious reasons. They can fly. But they can basically fly over most of your attacks. Oh, and hey, remember how Tiny tossed a energy core that was about to blow up in our face? Well, somehow, it ended up over here. Hey, what's that? It looks like the energy core we saw when the statue blew up. So yeah. Don't concern yourself with that now, though, because, well, you're not gonna have to deal with it for some time. Your Highness! Yes, Soronio? What have you done with the boy and his pig dog? I've sent them on a little journey. They're going to the other side of the ravine. Aren't you afraid they'll learn more than they should from our friends in Ebed Keep? I'd also like to point out that this fellow, I'm guessing that he's the guy from Nobilia that was the assistant of fake Horus. I'll never get that far. The dragons will take care of them first. Besides, if they do make it to the other side alive and they don't do what I told them to do, I'll take care of them when they come back. Bwahaha! Alright, and hey, an old man adventurer here. This forest is nowhere to lollygag. It's intense and full of meanies. I recommend that you walk softly and pack heat. Would you like me to record your progress? Okay, now it's time to to do what is one of the most notorious parts of this game. It is a giant forest. Alright. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest way to go through this is to look for this gremlin. Like, you'll notice, right underneath me is this moving gremlin in the background. If he's in the foreground, generally you're going towards the correct location. But even that can be kind of confusing because it can be very hard to spot in some of the foregrounds. And the other thing is, there is something that makes it worth trying to wander through the forest, because there is a hidden alchemy. But we're gonna have to tackle all that next time on Let's Play Secret of Evermore. So, oh wait a minute. No, fuck that. I'm already on pretty good time, so yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna go straight ahead until I hit to, yeah. This is kind of a big maze. I'm gonna put up a map. So most of what I'm gonna be doing now is just gonna be moving around, probably in fast motion, because to say this is an easy to navigate area is a lie. So I'm gonna have to look up a map. So yeah, prepare for fast forward. Okay, now, all my pathing that I made there was just to get to this guy. Whoa, shit, the music just kind of went really weird there. You're quite adventurous to wander so deep into the forest. I hate to tell you, but this is a dead end. We're talking Nowheresville. I swear, maybe a side effect of Evermore is that no one dies, because even that woman who was trapped in the vents apparently for years, yeah, didn't starve to death. Listen, as long as you're here, I'll give you my favorite alchemy spell. It's called 1-Up. Use it just before you lose all your hit points. As far as I know... Oh yeah, you regenerate at full power. Nice, huh? As far as I know, this is basically just an upgraded version of pixie dust. And considering how rare one of its ingredients is, feather, I'm probably better off just keeping firepower. Why did it turn so bright now? Use the formula requires a feather and a root to use every time. Would you like to purchase ingredients? Oh my god, these guys, man, I swear, is this just a common theme? People that are trapped in, like, huddled corners of the world just, want some money. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure in, like, every single one of these corners, I'm sure you could go to the effort of trying to find some alchemy formulas, or hell, maybe even full-blown items like petals or nectar or the like. I'm not interested in doing that because it'll probably take me 3 times longer if I tried to do that. So anyway, just go back to fast forwarding. Okay, as a practical demonstration that these spiders cannot hurt me anymore because of the insect incense. Yeah, I don't even need to guard at this point. All I can do is just block and they won't actually no, I can just stand there and spiders won't hurt me anymore. But anyway, I am nearing the end of this maze, and at the end of this maze is a mini-boss, and it'll be kind of interesting to come across this mini-boss. It'll be kind of interesting to finally confront this mini-boss because, well, he should be a tad bit familiar. First of all, it's the gremlins that were in the foreground of all the attacks, but they take the form of... No one crosses the Shapeshifter's Bridge, twin. This calls for a little sibling rivalry. It's you! You're fighting yourself, or at least a clone of yourself. But he's a scrub. He doesn't use the fast-moving spear, he has no range. However, he does have pretty strong swinging arm. And I just noticed all these gremlins on these on these walls don't actually have any eyes anymore, which is disturbing. Oh, actually no, I think they are just frozen. And here's the thing, he can still use alchemy. Not very good alchemy, because Crush appears to be relatively low level compared to mine. But guess what? You gotta face 3 of these guys, or 3 sets of them. After all, there's technically 2 gremlins to every one, so apparently they this guy who I believe is called Bad Boy. Oh wow, Storm. As I know the spell that you get later on, that I always just love the way that sounds. Like, this area is full of spells that look and sound really cool, but because you get them so late, they're kind of useless. Like, I love firepower, I love when you get later on called Slow Burn. It's basically poison on your enemies, or like, it's basically another form of poison on your enemies, and it's just so useless because it's just not that strong. Anyway. Alright. Without double drain, I gotta do that. Oh wait, what am I doing? Why don't I use Atlas? Oh wait, no, there's one more fight where I would want to use that. Ah, jeez. Okay, so gotta take out the bad boy. Anyway, here comes last one. Alright. Whoa! So yeah, this guy is pretty rough. He disapproves of us very greatly. Now, I believe he has actually a total of 3 alchemy spells he can use. And he hasn't used the last one, but the last one is one of the most powerful spells in the game, but we won't get to see it for quite some time. Oh, crap, I really hope I don't accidentally just go right into the left area. And with that, we have the Crusader Sword. Oh, God! Please tell me I didn't accidentally glitch the game or something. Okay, good. Now I got the Crusader Sword, which they always had. This weapon, it's basically like every other sword that you get later in the game. It's kind of cool to have, but it's useless because it's not going to be as leveled up as your current spear, and the spear already has better range anyway, so whatever. Anyway. Crap. I could have sworn this had items. It didn't. Alright. Hi, thanks to you, anybody can cross the bridge now without facing their evil twin. Would you like me to record your progress? Yes. I believe I'm gonna have to actually keep this for now. Anyway, I think that's gonna have to be it for this part of Let's Play Secret of Evermore. We've taken on our twin, and next time we can go through the rest of the forest and enter, I believe the term is actually Ebon Keep, or did we just come out of Ebon Keep and are entering Ivor Tower? I don't know. Names are confusing for me. But anyway, I'll see you guys then.